Number 4. Oh, I have lived this. I have lived it. I am telling you, and I will tell you how I fell flat on my face by procrastinating. Number 4, don't procrastinate. I know that we've all crammed for tests in school. I know that we all pretended to read the book and then just memorize the things we needed to know to pass the test or write the essay or any of that. Acting is not one of the things you can do that with, ever. You can't procrastinate. You have to know the script so well and do all of your homework so that you let it get in your body and you're not worried about the script and you're off book at a certain point when it's required. Off book means you have it memorized. If you procrastinate, you might know it really well in your bathroom or your bedroom or wherever you're rehearsing, but I'm telling you right now, as soon as 10 people or 1 person are in person watching you do it, you're gonna get this deer in the headlights look, your heart's gonna race, everything's gonna be gone, you're gonna be like, I knew it. Don't procrastinate. I'm gonna tell you what I did. All right, I was so intimidated. So I went to NYU, I already told you that. But the point of the story is the person who ran the program at the time, I'm not even gonna say his name because I'm so embarrassed that I did this. I don't want him to see this and go, oh yeah, I remember when you did that, Dawnnie. But he called me in to audition for a really awesome part that I later played in real life at another theater. But I procrastinated. It was Titania in A Midsummer Night's Dream, I'll tell you that. And it was for the New York Shakespeare Festival. I procrastinated in a Shakespeare monologue. I don't know why. It's a form of self-sabotage, really. It's when you're judging yourself and you think, oh, I'm not gonna get it anyway, so why try so hard? You know, or oh, I'm afraid to mess up, so why try so hard? And then at the last minute you think, oh, maybe I should do it. And then you try and cram it all in. That's a form of self-sabotage. Just do it. Do the work, a tiny bit at a time every day from the first moment you find out you have that audition to the last moment when you walk in the door. Just be soaking in all the goodness from the character and digesting it and making your choices. Do the work, do the work, do the work. I procrastinated until 2 days before the audition. I tanked. And when I say I tanked, I mean I couldn't find my lines on the page. I couldn't remember the words. Don't do it. I've had the exact opposite experience to tell you that it works. If you do the work so much that it's ingrained in your body, even when you're nervous, something clicks in. There's a good autopilot and a bad autopilot. If you're on autopilot, on a stage for instance, and somebody drops a line, you don't even notice, and you continue with the line the way it's written, that's a bad autopilot. You're not in the moment, you're not playing as a team, you're just being fake and rote and going blah, blah, blah and saying what you memorized. But there's a good autopilot that happens if you know the part so well and your heart is racing and you're super nervous and the lines just keep going anyway because you know them so well and your body still tells you to cry at that part where you're supposed to cry, so it does, and you walk out of there and you go, whew, how did that happen? That's sort of more like what I would say a once in every 10 real life it took you by surprise moment. That's the autopilot that is good, all right? Don't procrastinate. Do prepare. And I don't think I have to explain that one to you, but I will. Do prepare. Read the whole script if you can. Read all the sides. Look up the casting director. Know who you're auditioning for. If it's in a class, know who your other classmates are. If you've been given homework, do the homework. You know, if somebody says to you, hey, why don't you choose your own monologue? Choose it. Please do. Walk in. Don't be that student who walks into class and is like, I don't know, because you know what's going to happen? We're going to have to give you what we have right there that might be right for you, but if you didn't choose it when you were given the opportunity to do so, you're not going to be so into it as you would be if you had done the work and taken that leap and prepared. Do prepare. All right. Next.